Hey guys, Editing Sidra here. Just wanted to pop in with a bit of a different intro for this episode. Before we get into it, there is a bit of a content warning, a bit of a viewer discretion, only because this episode includes discussion of sexual assault and suicide as we talk about the docuseries. We understand that these topics can be heavy or triggering for some people, so if you need to skip this one, pause, come back to it later, please just take care of yourself. So I just wanted to pop in and say that before we go into the episode. And with that said, this is episode 2 of One More Episode.
I forgot what my intro was. That's the fucked up part because I have many bangers. Oh, wait. I remember. Okay, I remember.
Okay. I'm the emotional support disaster you didn't ask for. Sidra.
Ass fat TC Thabe. Oh fuck! I fucked up. Ass fat Clint Thabe. Evie Alexa Baskin Robbins. Oda. Fuck it.
Okay. All right. We're just gonna dive right into this because I have a lot of feelings. So both of us have actually watched the episode this time. I almost did not.
And here's the fun part. So she's the sober one. I'm still high from like 3 days ago. So
oh my god,
for this to actually destroy my high is actually upsetting me.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yeah.
I'm so upset.
This is why cops. I fear cops. I just fear DAs, DEAJ, DHS, whatever.
Yeah, I'm putting on my chapstick for this. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm about to put on fucking just. Where's the petroleum of jellies? Hold on.
Oh my god. Oh,
wait, where's the jelly petroleum?
Okay. Can I just say the title of the episode, Betrayed by the Badge? I was like, I don't like this already. I saw the title, I was like, I don't like it. This is not gonna be good. I'm not gonna be happy. And boy was I right.
I kind of assumed it was gonna be something like my whole idea of like how just looking at the episode was like, okay, did she shoot a cop and they're trying to get revenge on her type stuff, which even sounds crazy, but even what really happened in this episode sounds crazier than what I just said.
Never would have thought, because so they kind of like misled with the 911 call at the start, because I honestly thought that was her. That something happened to her during a stop type thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought was either he shot her and that's like, and this is like another actor that's playing her, but she's actually dead, because I know Investigation Discovery did something like that too in one of their series where I think it was like the finale of one of their shows. I really loved. I need to go back and watch some of that shit again. But the whole time, the lady that was speaking to us wasn't really her. It was her sister.
Oh.
Like, it threw me for a loop.
Oh my god.
Because I was like, wait a minute. Because she sounded like her, talked like her, this and that. No, it was her sister.
Oh my god.
The one that was going through all of that. And I don't know what happened to her. I know she got killed. And I don't know if... I think the dude did it. I just don't know how or and like why, but yeah, it threw me. It fucked me up, and I'm like, wait a minute, and I'm like this entire time because like it does the whole like thing where, you know, they act out the scenes of like whatever she's talking about and stuff, and I think it was something like she was pushed or something. I can't fully remember it, but it ended with them saying she died. And then, you know, like a bunch of panels later says that this was her sister talking for her. The guy got arrested and got life in prison, and it was one of those. I think it was about stalking. I think the whole purpose of the story was like my ex-stalker or my stalker obsessions. Something stalker obsessions.
Something
but
like
that. That is a good...
I mean, that's something we can cover on the pod.
Oh, yeah, I love the episodes. I love how they do them. But, like...
That one just kind of fucked you up.
Yeah, I'm not even going to tell you when that episode hits. I'm just not. Because they dropped it at a very weird time, and I'm like, oh my god. And I watch it every time because that, like, twist they do at the end, it says, like, oh, this isn't the girl. Because, you know, all the cases that they covered on there, at the very beginning were people who survived and, you know, told their stories. And then, like, later on, they start shifting to, like, that one.
That's insane.
Yeah, and then I think some of the newer series, some of the newer shows, before I stopped watching ID because cable is fucking expensive and I
Yeah.
re fucking fuse.
Mm-hmm.
I think they started covering more cases where if there was no survivor, or at least there was someone
Oh.
speaking for them. I think, like I said, this was like probably 2010s ish, so
Mm-hmm.
it is 2026, and I have taken more weed than an elephant could probably remember his last name. So
Yeah, I know. Oh, trust me, I know.
yeah.
Oh, I know.
But no, seriously, that I love that series. I love that series. ID's kind of like, because we've covered this in one of the episodes where I talked about how like me and my mom bonded over like investigation discovery and all this other stuff. We
Yeah. Oh,
started
yeah, yeah,
watching
yeah.
that, and I was like, and like I became my mother pretty much in that department. In that, and you know what? It's great because you know what? I will say it has teach me to really be careful. It gave me a little paranoia and
It
trauma, but
well, because the thing is, like so the nosy friend that I have, or the nosy coworker that I have, Marissa. Shout out to Marissa,
mm-hmm.
love her. So I sent her the
We love
first episode.
Marissa on this pod.
I sent her the first episode. I was like, yeah, I talk
Oh
about you.
God.
I was like, I didn't drop your name. She's like, drop my name. I don't care. I was like, all right, cool. So
I was like, okay, bet. She's like, put my name out there. We love Marissa on this pod.
we do. We love Marissa. We stand her. Because she was having a conversation with somebody. I don't know who it was, but they were talking about how it's usually a lot of women and a lot of gay men, and a lot of like like a lot of LGBTQ, because it's opened up a lot more. A lot of LGBTQ people that are into the true crime stuff, and it's like, yeah, because that's how we keep ourselves safe. And that's what she said, and I was
Exactly.
like, oh my god, oh my god. It didn't click with me until she said that it was like, yeah, it's how we keep ourselves safe. And I was like, oh my god, you're right. Holy fuck. I was like,
Yeah,
blew my mind.
it's it's kind of like Ned's survival guide for the
Yeah,
gays.
but
for
for
the
the
for the gays, for the
for the
women, for
for
the
the
women of any spectrum,
for the she theys of the
LGBTQIA.
gays.
Exactly, but it's also interesting because it like helps you pick up on like certain things because you don't
Yeah.
go out into the world and like it's like everybody thinks this unless you've been in like a very traumatic home or you're sheltered or
Mm-hmm.
like that kind of stuff. Like you don't think people have bad intentions.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, like you do, but like not like me meeting you like out off of random. I won't think that you have any bad intentions with me, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to have like this little bit of a third eye looking you up and down, trying to figure out where's your angle and
Like
everything.
what's going on type thing. Yeah.
Like if my gut feeling is me being crazy, or this is something that happened before, there was a scenario about this. It's
Yes.
like yes, and I
That
think that's what.
yeah, even now, like that still will happen to me where something happens and I have to take a step back with like friends. Mind you, friends I've known for like a long time. I have to take a step back and go, okay, is this me just already getting freaked out? Or is it actually something, or is my brain just already freaking out about it? So there's some times where I have to like take a step back and go, okay,
This feels familiar.
I'm
This
like,
feels a little
I'm like,
familiar.
huh,
I
this
don't
feels
like this.
familiar. I don't like this, but I'm like, I don't, because there's been times where like I've literally had to go to people and be like, hey, am I like crazy, or like am I just overreacting? And this happened recently where I went to somebody and they were like, well, just kind of like bring it up and see like how they react. And I was like, okay. So I did, and then they reacted in like the best way possible. And then the friend was like, yeah, see, like it's fine, like you're okay. And I was like, okay. Okay. Anyway, before we get too distracted, I want to say, so in the beginning, what was that ping pong ball sound effect that they were doing?
I listen. I thought for a second that was just me coming up with that noise because like my
No.
brain was on. I listen. I'm lit as shit. I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't wait for this episode to drop because I'm gonna be like, hey, so I did an episode while I was on this edible. Shout out to Dablets, help me sponsor my addiction to these motherfuckers because I have 4 bottles
Oh my
and
god.
I could have walked out from Colorado Springs with almost 20 of these, and I'm still under the limit for how much I can have
Jesus Christ.
buy in one day. And
Hey,
it's fucking great.
Advanced Global,
It's
if you want to
wild.
sponsor us, let me know.
Yeah, please sponsor me because I love you guys. Oh my god, it was a great day. But yeah, I don't know what that ping pong sound was. I thought that was just me being
I
stupid. I'm just
no. It was
like,
weird.
girl, I know my brain is fried, but like, what is that noise?
I had to take a second. I was like, what is this sound effect? And then as they're going through, because I think this is when they were kind of going back and forth about like what she was doing and everything like that, where she's like, she works on like Wall Street for like a broker. And then she also like was owning a restaurant at the same time. And I was like, okay, ambitious, pop off. That's fine.
I'm like, we stand her for this house. Like, you
I
go, girl.
I really liked her. She was
I
cool.
loved her. I would love to go drinking with her.
I'm like,
Like, I just need to have a little sippy sip.
I love Simona. She was cool. I absolutely loved her. Cause she, like, the thing is, this is in my notes, she seemed really sweet. It's that she like really cares about like her family essentially and everything like that. And then as we're going through, I realize she's literally the Reba song. Do you know what song I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Reba song. Yeah, she literally
The
is.
single mom who works 2 jobs. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh
this
my
is-
god, this is her. This song was about her.
I was like, oh yeah, Reba. I think you need to
Reba.
tell us more about your inspiration behind your song.
It's just
'Cause, like,
it's just Simona. Like,
it's just Simona's theme song.
yeah, that's just her.
Exactly.
And then there was that like that shift that they had, and I was like, oh no, what happened? And then they started talking about her dad, which is just so heartbreaking.
I just couldn't and I say this, and I don't mean this in any mean way. I felt so bad about it because, like, I mean, to go through what you went through, and as a foreigner, an immigrant coming to America, you already have all those strife and stuff going on with you, and then to have your two foundation of your life just
Gone.
crumbling at that.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been less, and I can't say that, a suicide from a parent is worse than a parent dying on you through natural causes or like a disease or anything, but like,
Because the thing is, like, when it comes to like a parent dying of natural causes, you can know it's like if they're sick, you know it's coming. With this,
yeah,
you
like
don't.
yeah, and like to preface that, sometimes you can't, that one, but still with suicide, it's like, why? Like, what happened? Like, why didn't you talk to us about this? Like,
Yeah.
what was going on? Like, what? Yeah, like that, like the whys, and
Yeah.
was it me? Did I do something? Was there something I said that hurt him?
Or anything like it.
It's a more painful way of losing anybody because, like, you were still stuck with the. I could have done something better. I could have
Oh,
checked
yeah.
up on him more, and like it hurts me too because I had friends that have had that issue, and
Yeah.
it
I've
still hurts to this day.
yeah, like like it even like coming up in April, like a friend of mine, I think it was 2011. Yeah, 2011. So we're coming up on 15 years she's been gone. So she would have been 30 I think this year, or 29 or 30 this year.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, so like it sucks. And like even I had someone else that I was supposed to graduate high school with. Like that was 18 years ago now. Like that was almost 20 years ago now. So Jesus, time. Oh my god.
I know you don't really think about these things. And
You
then it's like
don't.
there's just one niche topic that just pulls it for. But I honestly, if you want to, we can do a little like short thingy for your friend. You can just talk about her if you want. Just
I mean,
know.
because the thing is, like, I don't think she was more like into music. Like, there's one song to this day that I still can't really listen to because that was the one song. Because she had a band with a couple people from our high school, so she
Oh.
yeah, so she was really into music and everything like that, and she was also one of the only like out gay kids at our school as well.
Oh, and that has to be rough. Oh, girl,
That
trust
was
me,
yeah.
trying to be the gay. Oh, girl, I tell you, it was, I cheap about, but anyway.
And
yeah.
the thing is, like, because she still had, she was still loved by a lot of people, but there were still those few that just bullied her because she was gay. you know, and it was just a whole thing of like those same people that bullied her were then mourning her after she was gone. And a part of me, and even to this day, so I was in high school. I was a junior in high
Line them
school.
up and just beat all their
I
asses.
God, I
Yeah,
wish. I
I,
wish. But a part of me was
I,
like, who what gives you the right to feel like this? And I a part of me is like, I hope she haunts your ass. I hope she does.
I will say this: any person that can do that, and that's just sick and twisted. And like we're kids, we're teenagers. We have a moral compass, but also at the same time, our moral compasses are just out. But that right there, no. I hope that death hits them and just sits on their souls for the rest of their
Yeah.
lives. There is nothing you can say or do to the family.
Yeah.
There is not a damn thing. Like those kids should have been expelled,
Oh
honestly.
God, I
But
wish. I wish. It like even to the point where her mom will not drive the same route that she took because she went up onto the freeway. It's the best way I'm going to say it
yeah,
for
and
video purposes. But
yeah, for
her mom
privacy, right?
her mom still will not drive that part of the road that she walked to this day. Like her mom had to like move like out of the town and everything like that. So now she actually has a foundation that she set up in her daughter's name, and it's a horse therapy thing for like troubled kids. So that's what her mom kind of did. She put all of her energy because I think that was the therapy that she did. So then she was like, this actually really helps a lot of people. So her mom ended up putting together a foundation in her name to help with troubled kids.
That's wonderful. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, tragedy's sake, that's not. But I mean, it's better than just lying down and just giving
Letting
up
the
on everything.
yeah, then letting the grief because that was she was the because the my friend was the youngest out of three kids, and her mom and my mom were really good friends, so that's why she and I hung out all the time. And I think I still have a video. It's on. I had a video camera, and if I can find the charger for that camera, I actually have like an hour and a half long video of her just telling stories and
Of the
stuff like
mom
that.
or the daughter?
No, the daughter, my friend,
Oh,
who
really?
passed. And I don't think her mom knows that I have that.
I think that would be a sweet gift to give her.
Yeah, I
I
need
know.
to find the charger is the thing.
I mean, I'm sure if you look on Google, I mean, not look on Google, but if you look on eBay, if you still have the camera and know what it is, there
Yeah.
might be a charger for it.
Yeah, I
But I
think I
think that'd be a
still have.
cute little, that'd be
Yeah,
a cute little
I
item.
just I don't know how she's going to feel cuz it so also a little bit of context. She was the mascot before me for our high school.
Oh,
Yeah, so when they were going to be opening up the tryouts for mascot, it was it was kind of weird because I didn't originally think I wasn't going to do it because of my friend because I was like I don't think I can do that because my mom had brought it up with me and my mom went, well, do you want me to ask her mom? And I was like, I mean, if she's okay with it, then yeah, but I just don't want to like, I just don't want it to kind of like tarnish her. So my mom went and talked to her and my mom asked her, hey, what do you think if Sidra tries out for mascot? And her mom looked at my mom and said without missing a beat, there's nobody else that I would rather have would be Sidra. She needs to do it. There's nobody else
oh,
that I would want in that spot. So the fact that her mom was like so behind me in doing this position and everything like that, I was like, all right, I got to do it. I have to now. So we ended up retiring. Of course, we retired her suit because that was her suit, and so I ended up getting a new one because of that. And so I did it very differently. So my friend, she had costumes and stuff like that. She had more like masculine costumes and everything like that. Meanwhile, I had the tutus and I had like little like flower hair clips in the mane for the horse and like feather boas and stuff like that. So it was still a lot of fun. So I did that my senior year of high school. And yeah, so it was a whole thing, but the cheer squad were really supportive and the whole school was really supportive and everything like that, especially when word got out that the friend's mom essentially went, I don't want anybody else aside from her to do it, basically, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's always hard, but I went I was going to talk about a song and then I got caught up in talking about other stuff, but there
No, that's fine. That's just
yeah, it's just how it goes.
yeah. You're just having fun with it. Like
Yeah.
it's nice to know that there's still to hear that there's still stories of like how you and her were like really close with each other and everything, and just like it's really sweet to see that the two moms were like super chill too. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so it's that kind of bond. Like that's what I'm here
Yeah,
for.
cuz like we hung out because like her mom and my mom were friends, so my mom was over at her place all the time and I would go along cuz I would ask, "Oh, is she, is she home?" "Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, I'll come with you this time." Cuz sometimes she'd be over at like another friend's house or something, and if she wasn't there, I'm like, "All right, I'm not going." But yeah, so we had, we just really good memories with her and stuff like that. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, so it's hard. It's always hard when someone passes away like that, especially when you do know them. Because when it comes, because, there's two celebrities that we can think of who have passed away like that. And yeah, it sucks when a celebrity, passes away like that, but of course, it hits harder when it's somebody that you know that's in your life, you know?
Hmm.
So just going through this episode and just everything this woman has been through, plus still kind of like dealing with the pain of losing her dad like that. I Oh my god, I feel so bad for her. I felt so bad for her in this whole episode because
I
she, and no one deserves like to have what happened, but for her of all people who was just trying really hard and was trying to raise her daughter and look out for her family and working really hard, like she didn't deserve this at all.
there was no reason for any of this to happen to her, and
No.
the fact of the matter is that and then she got you know great
Yeah.
on top of.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let's
Yeah, I'm going too fast.
well
I'm like,
yeah.
uh,
I know. Yeah,
but
we're jumping ahead, but
okay, yeah, but
so
so the whole episode, so that first part of the episode where they introduced her and all the stuff she was doing, I was like, oh my god, my legs felt like they were cracking. I was like, I can't imagine
I
being able
yeah.
to do all of that. Like that was like if anyone said I'm ambitious, I'm gonna think of her.
Yeah, oh,
Like,
absolutely.
like no,
That is my
when I
standard
say
for ambition.
ambitious,
That's my standard
yeah,
now.
yeah, that's my standard. I was like, I thought I was ambitious. Like this girl out here doing fucking loops around
Everything.
queens. Oh,
Everything. She's doing
that
everything.
is, I
And
love
has a
her.
kid
Yeah,
on
and
top of
as a
it.
kid,
And as a mom.
oh yeah, I'm not ambitious. I'm just lazy at that point.
I know. I was like, because you know how much like I do, because like I'm working and then I do the podcast and then I'm working on my own content and then with all my stuff in Final Fantasy and rating and everything. And then
It's like that's not enough. Whoa.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I was like,
I feel lazy.
I'm like, I thought I was doing something. This girl out here doing numbers. Hold on, it's like,
I know.
wow for her.
I know. I
Whew, like
taking a
and like
taking a drink on my
take,
energy drink for her.
I know taking that took the wind out of me. I was like, I can't even imagine doing that. Like, I work, come home, I like, do groceries. I like try to, do some little side stuff for myself, and of course,
Yeah.
gaming, and I'm like trying to do all my commitments and stuff, and I'm like. After work, I feel like I can't do shit no more.
I
like
know.
I have gotten to the point where people are like, oh, that's innovative, like that's lazy. But like to be fair, like I will do grocery trips. I will just buy all the stuff I need like early in the morning. So by the time I get off work, I can just get it, go home. Like I plan to be lazy, and then I've systematically put things in front of me to do to make it so that way I don't have to like because like I don't like getting out of the car after I get done getting groceries. Like I know that sounds like such a like upper class thing to say like I don't buy my own groceries. Like I do buy my groceries. I do go to the store to get stuff for groceries. But
Yeah.
if I'm coming home after work, unless I'm getting like my medication, I will not get out of the car. I will just
Yeah. Oh,
do all the
same.
pre-ordering stuff to make it easier, and then I'm good to go. And I do tip the drivers. Like I know Safeway and Target, like they do those two. Like I will give the dude like $5 or $10 or something,
Yeah.
or whoever it is, because it is kind of weird for me to still do that. Because like we grew up not having that. Like delivery, pick up,
Yes.
all of that was
I
like hold
know.
on. But I'm also like I never been like because like back in because like even I was thinking like I would never do that where I would like use like grocery pickup or stuff. But it's like sometimes you just like have it in you or
To
like
like go into the store.
yeah, and like after work, like I'm all burnt out. I have my ADHD medication. Like I might work at like 3 in the morning. I'm drained. Like thankfully, I will say this: with the daylight savings, the sun has been out more, so I feel more energetic to do things. But I still have the remnants of like, I can't do it right now. I need to go. I need to go.
Like I,
But
yeah, like I'm done. Like,
yeah, like I'm done. But like, like today was a nice day out, so I like got a lot accomplished that I wanted to do. On top of
yeah.
like going to Colorado Springs,
Oh.
me and Joey went to this nice bakery thing. It was really
Oh,
cute.
nice. Okay.
And then I got like almost 4,000 milligrams of weed. So
Oh my god.
yay!
Jesus
you know,
Christ.
I have been high the past 3 days.
Oh, I
Have I
know.
told
Oh,
you?
I know.
Oh,
Trust me, I know.
I know.
I know.
Did you like my content that I was giving?
My god, I hate it here. Anyway.
No, you don't. No, you don't. What was that thing that I said something about? Nothing wakes you up like a perk 50 in your cup.
Anyway, moving on before I get distracted by Etsy. This is fine. Anyway.
Etsy. Etsy, our next sponsor, Etsy, because let me tell you,
Hey.
I got me a money jar.
Anyone who sells crochet patterns, let me know if you want to sponsor me.
Anyone who does witches spells, let me know, or sell witch merchandise, please, because I need to do some things.
I actually need to make some like stickers and stuff that I want to do. Anyway, I just okay. So we'll talk about this later.
Back to
So
Etsy.
anyway, back to the episode.
The episode, right?
Yeah. So then she opens the restaurant, right? And then there's the guy who like comes in and he's like, "Oh, well, yeah, I'm a cop," and like all this other stuff. And he's like, "Oh, well, your cameras are pointed the wrong way." And the thing that was a red flag for me was that he offered to look at the cameras for her, and I was like, "No, absolutely not. I don't trust that."
Immediately, my stomach dropped. I'm like,
Immediately,
this feels
I had a bad feeling.
like, yeah, like 60% of me was like, oh, that's so sweet of him, but the other 40% of me was like, this seems suspicious.
99% of me was like, "I don't like that."
See, that's my problem. It's like I cannot stop giving people the benefit of the doubt. Like I can't. Like I'm very optimistic like that. Like I had the discussion with someone a couple days ago where it's like you could point a gun to me and say you're not going to shoot me and still shoot me anyway, and I would have believed you to the very end until that bullet hit me.
I
I
so
would have.
my thing is that it was the fact that he offered it so quick that I was like, "Oh, I don't like that." If she had gone, "Oh, do you want to take a look at the cameras and make sure that they're in the right position?" Then I would have been like,
Or third,
"Why are we
say
asking?"
something about it, but then refer her to somebody or say like, hey, you might want to get that looked at. That seems.
Yeah, like that would have been fine, or if she offered
But
or
the fact that
anything.
you offered,
But the fact that
he
he said
offered,
it, yes, that's what
yeah,
made me
was
go,
like.
"We don't like it."
And see,
No.
now that you mentioned that, that was the one part of me that, um, it was weird when he said that, and that's one thing I
Yeah.
am very aware of. But like, I also, because like one part of me was like thinking that too was, oh, that's not something you offer. Like,
No. It's
I would say like that's a weird place to put your cameras. Like, but like, I'm not an expert. But the fact that you can say that to me, if I was her, and this would probably be like the 10% of my brain is like because that's the paranoia part of me.
yeah.
I would have been like, this man's trying to kill me. Because like, why are you know about my cameras looking all wacky? Like, who the fuck does that?
I
Like, I don't do
I
that. Like, I don't go to a restaurant and look for your cameras unless
yeah,
I'm at
planning to
all
rob
like
you.
that. Like that to me sounds suspicious, and the fact that she was, and that's not to say that she is dumb at all. I'm not saying she, that like that.
But
Let me preface this
I will say this is back in a different time. This was back in 2006.
exactly. Like it's very different, and you know you do want to get people to benefit out. You want to trust people because you do
Yeah.
believe people are nice, but
Yeah.
there would have been a red flag in me, been like, okay, you know. But she's a very sweet person, and she's a kind soul. She doesn't believe other people would do that to other people.
Yeah.
So that and that's normal, and that's to say that's not to discredit her or what she went through. That's not to say that she should have done better. This is not to criticize her at all. Like I want to preface this because I don't want people talking shit like, oh, these people think that they're dumb and they don't know what they're doing. They
No.
would have been different
I
in the situation. Absolutely,
especially
we don't
in
know.
that situation, and especially when he said it while she was at work too, cuz that's also very different.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, type of thing. So like I get it. And then after that, they started hanging out a little bit more and then they started dating. And the thing is that kind of stuck out with me was that she didn't really introduce him to her daughter. But the thing is, Jerry was just coming around all the time. He was at the shop all the time, whatever. So like that's understandable. But the thing is, Kiara didn't care for him. And I was like,
And that's always the thing of like, it goes back to like the whole, you know, your dog will tell you if this is a bad person, or your
yes.
cat will, or something like that. I feel like that's the same thing with kids. And like, that's, oh my god, I had this discussion with someone too, where it's like, if a child tells you that this person makes you feel uncomfortable or makes them feel uncomfortable,
Listen to them.
please do, like, absolutely, because there have been some situations that I could think of personally that I had happened to me as a child, and I told my parents that they disregarded, and this person was a piece of shit.
But yeah, so like that's the whole thing is that a lot of people don't give kids credit when it comes to that. Why is this not picking up my microphone? Hello? I can cut that out. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So there's going to be audio, but the picture will just be a little off, which is fine. But yeah, so and that was my big like takeaway with this was that the daughter like just did not. They were like, oh yeah, Kiara didn't care for him at all, and I was like,
I mean, but you know, two things could be right about that. It could be because you know, like the daughter is looking out for her mom, or like you know, doesn't want to share her mom with. I'm sorry, I'm adjusting in my chair because I am like melted in. Like, imagine fondue if it was black. Anyway, um,
imagine fondue if it was
fondue if
black.
it was.
What what a
What a
sentence to come out of your
what
mouth.
a time to be alive. Anyway,
Sure, that's a sentence. Anyway,
yeah, yeah, but you know, because they go chalk it up as like you know the daughter's just being jealous or whatever, or like
yeah,
you know, because you know like kids don't want to share their moms or their parents with somebody else, and you know how that whole little thing about like the mom or the parent or the dad or whatever, the parent being divorced, and then of course they meet somebody, and the daughter or the kid is like. I don't like him. And it's like because you don't
oh,
spend more time with me than them. And it's like, yeah.
yeah,
So that's what they're probably checking it up to, but you know,
yeah. But in this
it's
case,
case by case,
she was right.
case by case. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they started talking about like I guess because Jerry was like hanging out with her a bunch, and like was basically at her house all the time, and I guess oh my god, I keep forgetting her name. I keep forgetting her name. I want to keep saying Samira.
Samara. Oh Lord, did I forget?
I forgot her name. Hold on. Simona. There we go.
Simona. Oh Lord,
Simona. I was like, is it Simone? No. No. Simona. Simona. Yeah. Simona.
Simona.
I'm like, where are we in my notes? Right there. Okay. Yeah. So, because I guess he was over at Simona's all the time, and she was like asking about where he lives, and the thing he was like, oh well, my mom is living with me. Okay. So I put in my notes, I was like, in 2006, I was like, in 2026, I can understand that as someone who currently still has to live with their parents. But in 2006, was New York really that bad? Like cost living wise in 2006?
Yeah, see,
Especially
I don't know about that one.
especially
That's a little.
especially someone who like says they're a cop, but then also does like independent consulting stuff too. You know,
Yeah, so like you've been, so you have bread.
like it just it felt off to me essentially. So and then and then this is when she starts talking about how like yeah, it felt like he was kind of the only one that she could talk to about when it came to like her like what happened with her dad. And I put a note in here like I felt so bad for her. I felt so bad for her with this. Because she, you know, she kept talking about her dad, and my heart just broke for that woman. Like it's just horrible. And then she starts talking about how she was working at the restaurant one day. Jerry was there too, and she gets a phone call, and turns out he has a wife and two kids. And in my notes, I put, random phone call. This has to be about Jerry. Yeah, I knew it. Oh my god, he's married with two kids? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Which there had to have been something. You know.
There has to be something. But I was kind of like taken back from her, like, what?
Yeah, it was just crazy because you knew that there was something like up, but you just didn't know what type of thing. You know. So it was very much a like, oh my god, like very thing. But at least like, so at least the wife wasn't angry at her, at Simona, because he was lying to Simona. So like, I never understand that in situations where somebody's cheating and the jilted partner gets mad at the person that they were like that their partner was cheating with, if they genuinely did not know and they were lied to, why would you be upset? Type of thing.
Yeah, see, that's what I never understood in any of the situations.
That's what I
Was
don't
your
get either.
partner lied to them, and then their expectations like, well, you should have known it. This is that. It's like if I would have known
I wouldn't
that
have
I wouldn't have
pursued.
even. Yeah, like I wouldn't even done that. But they had to be mad at somebody.
Yeah. And it's like you're being mad at the wrong person. Like
Yeah.
even eat I don't even like when they're like, "Oh, well, I'm going to be leaving them soon." No. Absolutely not. Don't no. Absolutely not. But yeah, and I at least like the wife wasn't angry at her. So at least I was thankful for that. But then she also drops this bombshell that he's not even a cop. He's not actually a cop type thing, right?
Hmm.
But then Simona goes up to confront him like right away. I was like, "Girl, oh my god. You're playing with fire. That's insane." Uh and then and then I thought it was really weird cuz then they cut to an interview where they're like, "Oh, so you just did you why do you want to stay anonymous?" And I'm like, I was like, "Oh my god, is this Jerry? Is this the guy?" And then no, it's an ex-friend of his. And I was like, oh, "Okay. All right." I was like, "Okay." So then turns out Jerry works security, which I was like, "Okay, that makes sense." And then the whole thing of like I was just sitting there and the ex-friend pissed me off. I was so upset. I was like, "Oh my god." I was cuz I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Why the ex-friend? I'm like, "Why would you let Jerry do this? He's literally committing a crime with saying he's a cop with the badge and everything like with impersonation." You know?
But I think it was one of those like he's the homie, but like your homie's kind of fucked just a little
Like there's
bit.
a point. Like there's a point. Like so you remember that whole scandal with the Final Fantasy 14 content creator with Tate?
Hmm.
He cheated on
Oh
his
yeah.
girlfriend and everything. I was friends with him. Did not know he was cheating on her. And then when I found out, I immediately blocked him. Didn't say
What?
anything. Just blocked him.
What?
I used to be friends with Tate. Yeah. But yeah, it I don't understand why friends, and this also goes for anybody else, not just guys as well. I will preface that if you have a friend that's cheating and you know they're cheating, why are you letting them get away with the cheating? You know?
Exactly.
Are you good?
Oh yeah, I was eating a Snicker. I mean, nerds.
Okay.
I was hungry.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm also lit as shit anyway.
Oh my god. We
Whew.
know. We
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Oh my god. But
But yeah,
I.
I don't understand why. And then the thing is, the thing that really made me that like made me upset was that he was like, "Oh, well, I had to stop being friends with him because he was going behind my back and making me look bad." So, cheating on his wife and lying to Simona was okay. But making you look bad was the line that you're drawing in the sand? Okay, buddy.
Yeah, the moral compass on that one, I was like, nah, don't be anonymous. Like, nah, someone needs to whoop your ass.
I
I'm
was like,
sorry.
let me, I just turn on your location. I
Like,
just want to talk.
like if you think Jerry was bad, no, you're worse actually because you see this folding and you're not doing a damn thing to
And you
change it.
did
Like,
nothing. You
yeah,
did
and like
nothing.
this poor woman. Oh my god, I'm
Yeah,
getting ahead of
and that's where
myself.
we're coming up on that right now because that's when he comes to the house to
Just
drop
so
off
the
the
frequency of
keys.
autism and my ADHD anger is gonna pop the fuck off. I'm just
Mhm. Mhm.
everybody deserves to get their ass beat in this situation.
Mhm.
I'm not even sorry. Like y'all need y'all asses
Like literally
beat.
everyone except for of course Simona, her family, and her original DA that was pursuing the charges on Jerry. And
Yeah,
then
everyone
her
else.
lawyer in the other case. That's
Yeah,
it. Those
everybody
are the
else.
only people that are spared.
Yeah, everybody else. You an asshole. Like I
Yeah.
don't. But I don't need to. I don't need you to judge me. Only God can judge me. Yeah, he's gonna say that you an asshole
Yeah.
because what the fuck?
Yeah.
There's no moral compass that you can get on to tell me I'm an asshole. I'm not the one to put an innocent woman behind some. Anyway, keep
Yeah.
going because I'm about to pop the fuck off.
Yeah. So then Jerry shows up at her house to then drop off his keys, and she didn't open the door at first. But once she opens the door, he comes in and essentially attacks her, and she goes, and that's when I heard the duct tape, and she started screaming and everything like that. He put duct tape on her mouth, and he starts like crying and like saying like, "Oh, I want to get back together. We can make this work." Everything like that, and then he takes her to the basement and assaults her. And at that moment, I had to stop. I was like, "Stop! That's absolutely horrible."
I
I just it was horrible, absolutely horrible for that woman to go through, for anyone to go through. Like, doesn't matter who you are. Like, that's just it's absolutely horrible.
what fucked me up was when heard her say and she let him in. I was like, no, don't do that. He's gonna assault you.
I
And I'm like,
know. I
oh,
was because the thing is,
I
like,
muted it.
we know what show we're watching, but they don't realize that they're about to be on the show,
And you
and that
never know what if you're going to be another statistic or you're going to be on the back of a milk carton.
yeah,
And again, it goes back to she knew, like even after this, she still wants to believe, and like I'm the same way too. Like if I was to have a very unhappy split from my partner, I don't want to wish bad on them. I just want my things,
yeah,
you know, my part of whatever. Nothing else. No overreaching. No overextending. Just my bare stuff that I want, and to just go.
and to just
We
go,
don't have to do any spectacle ass shit. We don't have to keep, going back and forth and fighting. Like, we don't have to do none of that.
yeah,
But
yeah,
unfortunately, there are some people who still want to do something. And, like, this is one of the situations where it wasn't just something, it was something to someone. And
yeah,
again, you don't, like, we see it, like, it happens. But
mm-hmm,
you don't know what you're going to do in the moment. And again, you don't understand, like, how would you go about it? Because I mean, if that was the case, I would have told you, you could just mail me the keys. You could just drop them right there on the door.
yeah. Just drop them right there, and I'll grab them.
If I was in that mindset and he did all this shit, I have severe trust issues. We meeting in a Pizza Hut parking lot,
And I'm
and
bringing
you
back
gonna
up.
drop me? Yeah, and you're gonna drop me these keys, or I'm going to drop you in front of Pee Wee's fucking Playhouse, bitch. Don't fuck with me about these
Yeah.
keys.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, I'm acting stupid, but
And like it was just horrible. And even in the 911 call that she did to report it, like you can just hear she's just in
she
shock essentially.
she she didn't want to believe it was happening.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just was horrible. And I just in this at this point from here on in, I just got angrier
Yeah,
after this.
after that call, I had to take a perk 50, and I was like, I can't go through this.
I just
I
because
clicked off. I couldn't. I
yeah.
It just hurts. It
Yeah.
hurts. People just need to understand, and like this head assery ass motherfucker knew you were lying and all this shit, but you wanted to be like, we can stay together. That's a lie. Because I don't even know if your name is Jerry or Jamarcus at this point. Like,
Yeah.
who are you? Like, are you even like? Is that even your real hair?
Yeah, like
Is
are
them your real
you who you
eyes? Like,
say you are?
like, are you a skinwalker, motherfucker?
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, like,
I know.
I can't trust you after that.
Yeah, no,
I
absolutely
can't.
not.
I can't. There's nothing else you can say to me. I'm calling the police. You gonna meet me at a fucking Pizza Hut parking lot. You gonna drop me these keys, or I'm dropping you.
Yeah.
Because clearly someone should have took your ass out. And I don't wish violence on him, but someone needs to. Anyway, someone needs to whoop his ass.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying do it for me, and I am not promoting violence. I am just calling it like it is, but I'm not promoting violence, and this is not something you can use against me in the court of law. I absolve myself of any charges of this man getting beat upside his head in a fucking Winn-Dixie parking lot. Anyway, legal jargon aside, yeah, yeah. You
Get the
gonna drop
legal
me these keys?
get the legal stuff out of the way first.
Yeah, yeah. So I can say my opinion. You gonna drop me these keys in a Pizza Hut parking lot, bitch? That's it. And
That's
you
it.
gonna walk away. I
Cuz
could.
my whole thing is that then they take him in, right? Cuz cuz there's going to be charges and they're prepping for a trial. Tell me why he only gets $150,000 bail and his mom just paid it and he walked out. Like I don't understand that he just walked out
I
on a $150,000 bail. She paid it and he just got to go home. And then he's having people call her to drop the charges. Like his mom was calling her, he had other people like I it's so frustrating.
I glossed over that part, and I didn't even realize that his mom. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. Belt to the face, all of you, all of you. The mom especially,
Yeah.
because I get it. That's your son, but your son's doing some
No.
fucking
Let him
bullshit.
let him rot.
Let him rot.
Let him sit in there.
Exactly. Like if I had a child and someone told me that my child, did some heinous things to another person,
Let him sit. No,
I'm
absolutely
letting
not.
his ass sit. Like nah, because like obviously I failed as a parent to raise you,
And you
and
do this?
if I did or didn't, you have the common brain cell knowledge to know that this is some fucked up wacky ass shit you shouldn't be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And now, if my putting the fear in God in you isn't working, maybe putting the fear of the social justice system will. Because what the fuck
Yeah.
are you talking about that you are out here in New York lying to these women that you're a cop?
And
You
then
gonna
you
need a cop when
yeah,
they find your body bag. Because if I get my hands on you, the
that's it.
coroner don't have to worry about you. They're gonna have to worry about me.
Yeah. Like I don't understand. And that oh, oh I got
Yeah.
real heated. At least I like that they she got the restraining order and they stopped calling her. And I was like, why is the trial was taking so long? It took them like almost a year to get to trial.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. And then 2 months before they even like are going to trial, she was talking about how she went to go drop off some food for a friend of hers a couple blocks away, and some sirens pull up behind her, just, whoop, whoop, whoop. They then cuff her. Don't tell her why she's getting arrested, even though she keeps asking. They don't tell her. They detain her and then take her to Long Island. So they essentially kidnap her. Because I don't think legally they can detain her if they don't have a reason to, and they're not telling her. Right? Mm-hmm. And she's in there, and it had been like, what, 14 hours before they finally said something about it? About like why they were detaining her, essentially? Something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember the time frame of it, but it was definitely maybe an hour, which I don't know. I've never been in those situations before, but I figured you would at least have at least 5-10 minutes in, got whatever you needed to tell this person why they're here for.
Yeah.
And like any longer, it kind of feels like to me like you trying to like find some shit or just
Yeah.
if things
Or
unorganized.
something. Yeah. So, and the big thing, so keep this in mind for later. The big thing is that while she's in there, they tell her that it's for a robbery, and then they show up with a folder with Jerry's picture on it, and she says something about it, and they just kind of brush it off, and then just start talking about it. And there's one detective, her name's Marissa, which, shout out to all the Marissas out there.
Exactly. Again, we go back to we love Marissa
I know.
in this podcast.
We do. That we do.
Get your Marissa because they're always gonna come through for you, bitch.
Oh,
Every
always.
time.
And this one, she goes and like talks to her, and like and she's and she's being told the story, and Simona is telling her like her story and everything like that, and talking about Jerry. And Marissa, this detective, was like, no, she didn't do it. In our, she didn't do the crimes where we are,
Mm-hmm.
And my whole thing was that they were talking about the case and everything like that. And I'm like, when would this woman have had the time to pretend to be a cop and to then rob people at gunpoint?
And then a lot to mention, and I remember them saying something specifically like, "Oh, we'll let her go as long as she can prove the crimes that she didn't commit here." So it was like they're holding this woman instead of cross-referencing what Marissa told them and
Yeah.
what they were told. And I was
Yeah.
like, this would have been a good time for y'all to like be like, okay, so this seems a little weird. Let's talk it down and like go back to the Jerry on the folder thing and then glossed over it too. It's like this is an ego thing.
Yeah.
It's not even an ego thing. I mean, it turns into an ego thing over time, but it's just them
Yeah.
negligently not listening to this person at all. And it's
Yeah.
like that is not justice. You still have to listen to them. You gotta
Yeah.
get the evidence and everything together, and then you can do all this fuck ass shit that you're trying to do to her. But like off the beat, not Marissa,
Simona.
did not. Simona, I always call her Samoa. I'm so sorry. I'm thinking of Samoa.
You put disrespect on her name like that? How could you?
It's a good cookie.
I know.
Anyway.
Okay.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Anyone that has any Girl Scout cookies, I'm willing to buy. Anyway, put that plug.
I
out.
mean, I have a guy, so we can talk later.
Okay, well, can this guy like get to Colorado in 2 hours? Because like I am
Oh.
feeding.
No.
Well, I'm fucked. I'm gonna die tomorrow. Anyway, so
Jesus fucking Christ. Well, podcast done.
podcast done. Rippity doo.
Ripota.
Good lord. Okay, back to the thing.
Yeah.
So
Back to the thing.
when-
Yeah.
When they were talking about that, I was like, "What do you mean? If she can prove the cases she didn't do here, like she resolved the cases of the other county. Like,
Yeah.
y'all care about your own. Like that's not. You roboted a little bit.
Oh. I'll be fine. I'm good.
Moo. Anyway, but it's like, oh well, she needs to prove that she didn't do the shit here. And it's like, did you just not talk to Marissa, or are you guys just holding her here for an ego thing? Because like y'all are wanting to believe this person did it, and the other counties say they didn't. Like cross reference.
Yeah.
Look at the cameras, look at the sites, look at the everything. Like what the hell?
Yeah, like
And they just
that's my whole
lost,
thing. Cuz
lost.
the whole thing, it's like they're talking about like, oh, like a woman, and I was like, I was like, I'm like, is it Jerry's wife or maybe like another ex of his or something like that he
Or
like,
Jerry dressed as her, like
or
because I
something. That's what I was thinking.
yeah, like I thought he was dressed up as her, like at least vaguely enough to where, or my crazy brain thought of like, oh maybe he copied her ID or some shit and
Or
like threw it
something.
or threw
Yeah.
it on the ground or like took one of her licenses and just I don't know, like I overthought it. And then I was like, okay, maybe it's not like that. Maybe I'm just overthinking it because, okay, this is some weird ass shit. Or I was thinking that this is all a lie and Samoa did do those things and Jerry's a victim or some type of weird shit and this whole thing is like a he said she said episode because this goes back to ID to Investigation Discovery. They did an episode like that before and it threw me for a fucking loop, girl.
Oh my
It
god.
was I'm telling you when I tell you, like, we had discussion a couple of minutes into this podcast how about some episodes trigger something in your brain and you're like, I've been here before. This was one of them. It is so weird
That's
because I thought that
crazy.
was because I thought that was the thing too. And then the light was gonna come on and it was Jerry. And then that person Samoa was not really Samoa, like maybe her sister or maybe she did get out of
Simona.
prison. Simona. I thought maybe that is Simona, but like after prison, and they're not in anywhere in
Oh.
proximity.
Yeah,
Like
but
get like
she's like
letting
still in prison or something.
like still in prison or she's out of prison and she's getting her side of the story and then he's getting his side of the story and then they play them together and then they kind of like cross reference the thing and
Yeah.
something like that. But again, overthinking the shit. But it's just because like ID did that shit before, and I'm telling you, he'll throw you for a loop every time.
Every
But yeah,
time.
every time. But yeah, that's what I was thinking, and
Oh my
I was
god.
like, okay, so Jerry's dressed up as a woman.
I was thinking it was like his wife or something. Like
That
they
is
do
true.
something like this. Like it's like a Bonnie and Clyde situation where he like, like seduces a woman and then they frame her for like a different thing, and they rob people. I don't know. That's what I was thinking. But I literally was thinking this. I was like, this is insane that they think that she did this. Because when would she have had the time?
And how would she even go and like? I think
Yeah.
she would be a little more worn out if she did all of that.
Yeah. So, and then Simona also brings up a good point where she says something, you can rape somebody and get $150,000 bail and go home, but I'm sitting here and I didn't do anything. Which it's fucked. It's absolutely fucked. You know?
Yeah, the whole situation is just fucking hell.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, did they not ask for an alibi? Like, and then they start talking about how they get like partial like license plates of like a Jeep. I was like, does she even drive a Jeep? I was like,
Is it registered in her name?
yeah. And then they start talking about like the license plate. And I'm like, what if they duplicated the license plate to frame her? That's what I was thinking. Right. And then they start playing her last name is Johnson. I forgot her first name. But they start playing her call. And I was like, oh, this was the call at the start. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. And this woman's like sobbing and stuff like that and like crying, and then they start talking about how start going on about like, oh, a dark Indian lady, and they go, oh well, she was picked out in this photo array, and they show the photo array. She's the darkest one in that photo array. Of course they're gonna pick her. Are you kidding me? And this, I put this in all caps. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, if they're saying she's a darker Indian lady and you have her be the darkest one in the photos, they're gonna pick her. Like, of course they are. And then they start looking into alibis. And she's like, yeah, I was with my family at a casino over 100 miles away. And this is when everything starts going into full caps, by the way, in my notes.
I was screaming. I was like, what? I was like, this is a technicality bullshit.
Yeah, I was not happy. I was very
I
upset.
wanted to fucking.
Yeah.
I was so mad. I'm like,
Yeah.
you guys. It's like you record Jabami where she's like, the people who move the folk, who keep moving the pogos, are just the worst. I'm like, yeah, this
Yeah.
is them. They're doing so much like head assery and mental gymnastics just to pin this woman. It's
Yeah.
like the, it's like in the skin range of the other people were like light, medium, and then Simona
Yeah, and
at the
she's like
very
the
end.
darkest one. Are you kidding me? And then here's the thing. She was at a casino. She's on camera at a casino and she made calls to her daughter Kiara.
But that didn't
And
matter
so it pinged, yeah, and it didn't matter.
because
Didn't matter.
someone could have had her phone. Okay, you think someone else could have been committing the crime?
Yeah. And I
Like,
I put almost a month in jail. Are you fucking kidding me? The series is making me so angry. And then I put 2 months. Oh my god, this system is a joke. And no one looked into Jerry for this?
and that was something she said too, and no one looked into Jerry. And it's like, did anybody like anything at
No.
all? Like this guy is running around telling people that he's a cop. Like, is nobody like picking up what Jerry's throwing around?
No. Absolutely not. Apparently not.
My heart was racing. I was like, I need an edible for this because
I
like
was so upset.
I was
And then
pissed for her.
and then her lawyer, because she kept saying it, and her lawyer was like, "All right, well, I got to look into this." So he went to get the phone records to see if Jerry like knew these people. The judge denied it, denied the motion.
Oh yeah, I was gonna scream.
I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I was like, we just being stupid.
Yeah. And then they cut back to the ex friend, and he's like, "Yeah, Jerry called me up and was like, yeah, let's have some drinks," and that's the confirmation that Jerry's setting her up. Because then he meets Rajiv, the guy, Jerry's cousin, and I was like, oh my god, that's the first vote, quote unquote, victim.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. Hold. What are you talking about? Huh?
Yeah. I was like, oh my god. So then, I'm looking at my notes. And then apparently the ex friend, he's like, well, yeah, I just couldn't be around him. So I was like, the cheating was okay, but this wasn't. So you didn't do anything. It just was. I didn't like the ex friend.
Not at all. Like, props to you, but you're still an asshole.
Yeah. Oh, it still gets worse with him. I did not like him. I'm like, you're garbage, but thanks for trying. Well, no, not even a thanks for trying. Whew. Because the thing is, it
Like, you could have done this at the very beginning, sir. Like, there was no reason for you to let this man ruin this woman's life.
yeah. And then it cuts to like to show her 162 days in jail. I was like, are you kidding me? And I'm so upset at this. And the restaurant went under because of this, and the house was gonna get foreclosed on because of this. The house that she was like, I wanted this house to stay in my family because I grew up in this house, and it was gonna get foreclosed on because of everything. Like, and I just kept, I was like, her poor daughter, because the family was talking about how the daughter just seemed depressed, and I was like, yeah, I don't blame her. Like, that's upsetting, especially because that's like her mom. That's her mom. You
Yeah,
know.
going through all of this, just
I also kept. I was like, poor Kiana. That just was horrible. And so,
they didn't
yeah,
deserve any of this.
yeah. And then the ex friend sees the cousin at a bar randomly and tells him, he's like, hey man, like I know that that's not like true, like you need to go like tell the truth, or I'm gonna tell the DA myself. Don't tell him, just go to the DA. Just go to the DA. That's what I said. I was like, just go to the DA, just go tell the DA. And then he got arrested because they were claiming he was threatening witnesses, and I was like, see, you went to jail because you didn't go right to the DA. Just go to the DA. You know,
Stupid.
that ex-friend pissed me off so much.
Like, I'm glad he got arrested for that one bit.
I was like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but like, no, you really deserve that.
yeah, I was like, my brother in Christ, that was dumb of you.
Like, you should have, like, oh my lord.
Yeah. I was like, okay, alright, that's... Okay, alright. And then... Man, and 188 days. I was just like, I felt so bad for her. 7 months away from her daughter, from her work, from everything that she, like everything.
And lost the house.
Yeah. Well, I think the family might have come together to do it. To save the house, I think, at least. I don't know. I don't know. They didn't mention the house again, but I was upset, to say the least. And then that's when they bring in, I forget her name. What was her name? She was an ex of Jerry's, where she came in to be like, hey, he's involved with this. I was like, okay, Queen. Okay. I was like, thank God somebody's coming in to actually do something. And then I have a note here. It's probably my favorite thing. I said, why are a lot of the men in this episode either batshit or just not doing anything?
Because it's easier that way.
Yeah. I was like, huh. Okay.
I was just like, what about else? It's like, am I really safe? Am I really safe?
Like, am I really?
If I was to have something like that happen to me, I don't think I'm getting alive out. I don't think I'm getting out alive because like the incompetency and then the fact that they just kept going with this narrative and not like again cross checking with Marissa about what they were
Shout out to
saying,
every
what-
Marissa on planet Earth.
again. Excuse me. Again, Marissa's we stand in this fucking podcast, bitch.
We do.
Because these men out here are lying and trifling as fuck, and
Yeah.
we don't need that.
No. Absolutely not. And I didn't like how that nail turned out, so I will do those later.
Again, doing your nails.
I was, but I didn't like how that one turned out, so I'm gonna redo it later, so it's fine. Yeah, I didn't like how it turned out. So, and then she starts talking about how he actually, how he claimed he was a cop, and the DA went into his background. He actually was an informant, so he knew like how the system worked and everything like that, and that's why he knew some cops and everything like that, and was able to put up like he was a cop essentially. And I wondered if like Jerry like threatened this lady too. I forget her. I didn't take down her name, but the ex who like came through and was like, no, like she's like, I was there when they all banded together to try to get her into prison, basically for this. And I was like, I wonder if she was like, okay, if I don't go along with this, he's gonna do this to me too, which is very plausible, essentially. And then it cuts to 194 days in jail. And they finally let her out because this lady came forward and they ended up flipping the witnesses that were like, oh yeah, that were saying that she robbed them and everything. But in 194 days, over half a year. And just the whole thing of her just feeling so relieved that they were like, yeah, you're going to be released. And I have just all caps, finally. And then in the back of my mind, I'm going, what does this mean for the rape trial, though? As my chair is squeaking. And then, oh God, Jesus, I almost dropped my nail polish. Whoopsies.
Well, don't do that.
Yeah, no. And then the ex-friend said this, which irritated me. He was mentioning something. He was like, oh, yeah, I needed to do this for my closure. And I was like, your closure? My guy, what are you talking about? Your closure? What about Simona's closure? What do you mean?
What about, like, closure for what? Like, you didn't go through anything. We
Yeah.
stopped being nice to you. Oh, boo hoo, this woman's been in jail for 7 fucking months. Get over yourself.
Yeah. And then they go to like the trial and everything like that, and I thank God they found him guilty and sentenced him to 32 years for both counts, which is good.
And you know what? Pay that bail back. Actually, don't take that bail out of
Yeah.
the bail that he had originally.
Yeah.
Stack that on top of him too, as a
But
charity
I
pot.
also couldn't help but wonder how the trial would have gone if Jerry was white.
Oh,
You
we
know.
wouldn't even see the episode.
It wouldn't have been there. Like it that was just my whole thing. I was like, "Huh, I wonder how this would have gone if he was white." Which again, again, the episode's still showing, because remember what happened with Amber in the first episode
Yeah.
where they like didn't talk to him and they just locked her up. They just arrested her. I was like, "Huh. Interesting, because Amber's not she's not white." Type thing. And then, oh my God, and Jerry, this whole time I maintain my innocence, and I put, "Okay, buddy." Like, I was like, "Okay, all right." And she said that she was angry because she's like, "I spent all that time in jail and he was out there living his life." She's like, I'm so angry." And I was like, I honestly, that's valid. That's very valid because of what he was doing, essentially. And then and then they put in that she was going after the police and was suing the ones that kept her for 7 months. And I was like, "Pop off, Simona, pop off." And then the next thing says, "Oh, this police department has declined to interview for this show." And I put in all caps, "Ha ha ha, they declined, LMAO." And then, what was it? And then there was a quote, I think the DA or her lawyer, with the trial, the other trial, had put, he said something, they were asleep at the wheel, they were bumbling bufools, and they were dishonest. And I was like, yep. I was like, detectives knew how he was, and they didn't look into him. Because, do you remember earlier what I said?
Yes.
The folder with his picture on it. They knew, they had his information and did not look into him. So, she went to sue them in 2011. 7 years later, they agreed to settle. And she got $2 million, which I think she deserved more. I think it should have been at least 7 million, at least 1 million for every month she was in jail. But it's something, I guess, type thing. And then that's where the episode ends. Oh, this one had me upset.
Yep.
Are you good?
I'm still pissed off about the episode.
Yeah.
I'm still mad. Like, oh my god, like, I'm happy she got back everything, but she lost so much, and I just wish she didn't have to go through. Again, nobody should be going through this. It doesn't matter the gender. What matters is the fact of that justice is corrupt, and it makes you think that if you are, foreigner, immigrant, person of color, any of those things, it's just it's harrowing. It's
Yeah.
harrowing because, like, imagine fearing living your life and then all of a sudden it takes a bunch of incompetent cops to just fuck over your life. Like,
Yeah.
And like they don't, and nothing really happens to them. They lose their jobs. Okay, cool. I want them traumatized. I'm sorry. I just want these motherfuckers put in jail for 7 months. I feel like that's the best they could do.
Yeah.
On top of giving back the money and the everything, I need them fucking bitches in fucking leather. Not leather. Excuse
Okay.
me, princess. No, I need these bitches in orange jumpsuits. Orange is definitely the new white after I'm done with these motherfuckers. How
Oh my
dare
god.
you? How dare you? Like, what the hell?
Oh my god.
And these people go to school?
Yeah. Yeah.
No
Oh.
child left behind, but children have been left behind. I I cannot wait to watch the next episode. Like I said, I already watched episode 5, but I can't wait for you to see it.
Oh no. I'm scared.
Yeah, but I will say this. I love you guys. I'm dehydrated.
Oh no.
Listen, I need to drink. I've been talking so much. I've been yapping, and I've literally been melted into this chair like some black fondue. If I do not
Back to the
drink water.
fondue. Back to the fondue. Why?
Yeah,
Okay.
because we're back to the cage. You know how there was a folder with Jerry's name on it, and they just disregarded it like it was nothing.
Yeah,
We're not doing that here.
No, we're not. We know. We know.
God. Oh God. But yeah, I need water. Help.
I'm putting chapstick on. It's fine.
God damn it.
I have my
I've-
Trader Joe's vanilla bean. That's probably the whitest thing I could have said.
Trader Joe's vanilla bean. Nah. Here's the whitest thing you can say: mortgages.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was the episode. That was episode 2. What was it called again? Betrayed by the Badge. I was like, I knew it's by the title. I was like, this is not good.
If I say
And-
betrayed by the jury,
Betrayed by the system. It should have been the actual fucking title. of
betrayed
this
by
thing.
the fucking government.
Yeah. Betrayed
That's why
by
2 plus that's why 2 plus 2 equals 6 because of the fucking government.
Yeah, it should have just been called Betrayed.
Betrayal.
Yeah.
Just betrayal, not just by the government. No, just betrayal.
Yeah, just betrayal. Like that's what it should have been. So it was a time. And it left me upset.
Traumatized. Both things are true.
Yeah. I was definitely very upset. So but with that, that is a wrap on episode 2. I believe, when will the next episode be up? This one's going up on that day. So, we will not have an episode up for Easter. So, in that case, happy Easter, everybody.
Yeah, make sure you plug those eggs and
I don't
get
finish
bread.
that sentence.
Plug those eggs and get bread.
I wish you could see the look on my face right now.
I wish I could too. I guess I can't wait for like someone get to like the near end of this episode. Then they're like, okay, I'm just gonna like slowly start out, and then they hear that shit that I say. They're just like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. All right. Well, happy Easter, everybody. We will see you next time for episode 3 of the podcast and Worst Ex Ever. Yeah, happy Easter. Did you make the Blue Sky account?
I totally forgot about that. Hold on, I need to do that.
Okay. Once we get socials, once we get socials, follow us. Follow us once we get socials, because I didn't make the Twitter account, so it's fine. Look, I'm
We've
going
been
through some stuff,
busy.
so it's fine.
We got people things.
I have like 60 different peep monies to make before Easter, so I've been busy.
Oh yeah, the homosexual blanket.
Not the blanket. No, I'm making little teeny tiny little mini peeps.
Oh my god, send me a picture.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, because I know the last thing you showed me was the blanket.
Oh, it was the blanket. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
After
yeah,
this,
you're right.
after this, I'll show you a picture. But
Yeah.
But yeah, so once we get the socials up, follow us on social media. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
We'll see you on the 12th. Yeah, it's been great. It's always a good time. Love doing this.
We just don't love this episode.
We don't. We really don't.
At all. This
I,
is the low point for the podcast.
it's a high point for my blood pressure. That's for sure.
BPD.
Yay.
No, blood pressure pills. So BPP. BPP.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I mean, drinking this energy drink also just did not help. But that, you know what? That's fine. That's okay. I'm.
Your carbs are not for me to digest. You have fun with that shit.
This episode pissed me off. Anyway, before we get any more sidetracked, happy Easter, you guys. Enjoy the holiday.
Easter.
However you want, either with family or if you just want a chill day by yourself, or if you have to work. I'm sorry you have to work. That sucks. I've been there. I'll drink to that.
Get fired.
I don't get fired.
I mean, yeah, don't get fired. Don't listen to me. But if
don't.
Your boss wants to
this is not legal advice. Don't listen to Oda.
For intensive reasons, this is a joke.
for legal reasons.
For legal repercussions, this is a joke.
Don't get fired. Enjoy the holiday. Even if you have to go to work, do something to enjoy the holiday. I don't know. Do something. It's just a fun little thing. I know it's like a religious holiday, but if you're not religious, just take the day. Take the day for yourself, you know?
Get drunk. Yeah.
Don't listen to Oda. I think that's going to be the name for this episode. Don't listen to Oda.
Betrayed by the Oda and the badge.
I hate it here. Anyway. Goodbye, everybody. This outro's way too long. We need to figure out a good outro. Anyway, enjoy the holiday. We will see you guys in 2 weeks. We will see you. I don't know when. Wait,
in
that
2
would be
weeks. We literally just said
the 12th. Yeah. So we'll see you guys on the 12th.
Yeah. Goodbye.
All right. Goodbye.
Oh, hold on. Okay. How do you stop it?